Enactus STU is a club where students get together to solve problems that are happening in society with an entrepreneurial mindset. So essentially trying to solve problems by figuring out a way that a group can solve that problem and find solutions that hopefully do something good for society.
So there are currently 3 projects within Enactus. We entered the Spring Up project into the competition, and the Spring Up project looks at sustainability. And then we also have 2 other projects as well, Connecto and Incubatorily.
So Spring Up began as a city cleanup initiative, sort of just hosting events that would clean up the Fredericton walking trails and areas along the river. But in the past year, we diversified the initiative and sort of had 2 major components. So we have the Spring Up cleanup walks, which take place. We've collaborated with STU Healthy Campus and other organizations to host events which go along the Fredericton walking trails and clean up the garbage that's littered along there. We also have the Spring Up Sustainability Swap, which is our newer addition to the project, which are events that have been hosted in JDH where students can swap clothing, books, other household items, things like that, anything that they would like to swap for something new.
Okay. The competitions that Enactus Canada sets are to solve specific challenges specifically within a theme that they propose. For example, in March, our STU Enactus Club participated in regional competitions in a challenge that had the theme of combating climate change. It was a climate action challenge. So students have been working on a project throughout this past academic year that aims to solve something related to climate action. Our club's project was called Spring Up, and that's what they compete. They are talking about the impact that their projects on campus have done to address climate change.
Basically what that means and what that requires is we present the project to the judges, and we have a PowerPoint and we have a couple of speakers, and Charlie and Chloe were the speakers this year, and they presented the project to the judges, and then they also presented all the impact results, and they presented how we did it. So for example, they did the sustainability swap twice in JDH, one each semester. And I believe the number of items that they swapped for that was 512. So what that means in that case, and we had to explain all of this to the judges. And then they asked questions about it afterwards. But what that means for the sustainability swap is that students would take their old items there and they would exchange them for new items. And in total, 512 items were exchanged, which is great.
But it took a lot of hard work with preparing the script, the slides, rehearsing it, because we had to have all the timing set, and it was all fully memorized, where to speak, where to switch the slides. Everything had to be perfectly timed to the allocated time for the presentation.
It was amazing. I was so grateful to be part of such an amazing team like Enactus STU. I was just so grateful.
Earning that first runner-up prize in our first ever in-person competition was just what we needed, a confirmation that our students can compete against other business majors, and that our students who are studying humanities and social sciences have those public speaking skills, have those creative problem-solving skills. They can deliver a solution that has a different lens, a different perspective. So I'm very proud that they were able to deliver that, and that came across in their presentations.
Well, we were all pretty happy. We all ran up on stage, obviously, because they want us to go up on stage and get the trophy. But then we also had a moment where we did a major group hug, and we were super happy in that moment. Yay, we did it. Because too, we were up against some universities that have quite a few resources. And two, Enactus STU is still, we only branched off as our own team a few years ago. So being able to get second place really means a lot. And hopefully we'll be able to get first place soon.
what we learned from this experience at regionals will really be beneficial. And now we understand what the judges are looking for, what we need to work on, to focus on, to really have an impact within our community, and to be able to show that at the next regional competitions.
I got to meet so many passionate individuals or students from Dalhousie University and SMU, St. Mary's University, and they're truly inspiring.
So I think the team this year really learned a lot about Enactus and about how to really have effective initiatives that make an impact in the community. And I think through the work that we've done here on campus and then also presenting that at regionals, that will really be beneficial to really apply what we have learned to next year, to hopefully even expand the breadth of our initiatives and the impact that we can have across our community.
I really respect how seriously they take their club and their competitions. Although this is an extracurricular activity that they're doing, and the students do prioritize their schoolwork, they take the club so seriously, and I think they have a good leadership that has maintained a really engaged club. So that has been the most fulfilling part for me, is that the students recognize that this is a good program, this helps them be more confident in their skills, and that, with their humanities and social sciences background, they can solve business problems just as good or even better than any other students in Canada.